feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike.
Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set, 180. Yeah, let's go 7. 57's the mic.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Zip it. 59. Mike's 59. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's take it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is taken at his 4. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On the carry, it's Hill. And an alley to run. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. On second down now, it's Hill. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Ready. Hey, follow. Mike Bart, 2. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sione Takitaki in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. His sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hey, alert! Switch gears.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Regular. Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Point it right. Check that.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike. 180. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let's go. He's checking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On third and 1, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the out. Check 37. Check 37. Big dash. Big dash. Go, go.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Let's go, fellas.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
King. Check 24.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go. Check 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
59 mark. Check 59. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 51. Oh, here we go.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
I got one.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Mike.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
King. Under 10. Pistol. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 3rd down, Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run again with Hunt. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Hilliard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
At the 2-yard line.
I'm set. Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, ready? Mike 52. We own it. We own it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That's another Baltimore.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the option. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Jackson now. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Hilliard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Mack Wilson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 4th down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
This is Hunt. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel, and then hands under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.